We're live. Hello, everyone. I'm Ivan from Ambire Wallet. I'm joined by Alash from our team and from Ilgis from Gearbox Protocol. We are doing the second episode of our series calling Exploring DeFi with Ambire, where we invite protocols and give the stage to builders who have interesting products in the DeFi space to show, and we talk with them about what they're building, and then we test using Ambire Wallet. So this is more or less the agenda today. We can start by a quick intro. Ilgis, you have the stage. You can tell us a little bit about yourself, about Gearbox, and let's start the convo.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I have PhD degree in math and computer science. For like more than 10 years, worked in different product roles, mostly in fintechs and banks. In late 2016, joined to crypto and moved full time. So at these days, there is no world DeFi. It's called open finance. But anyway, like technology that already becoming already building in that days, fascinating me. So I moved full time to DeFi space. So like already eight, maybe 9 years, in crypto space. So quite a long journey, a lot of cycles. In Gearbox, I'm responsible for product side. I'm one of the co-founders. Gearbox itself started as hackathon project at one of the Earth Global Hackathons. So Mikael, our original inventor, came to hackathon with idea of Gearbox with credit accounts, which allow to build leverage on top of Uniswap in that days. This idea won one of the prizes. Then I myself and Ivan GBI also joined as co-founders to team, and we started building Gearbox. So it was early 2021. Gearbox itself utilizes credit account primitive. It's something similar to smart wallet idea, but specifically focused to credit and lending side. So it's smart wallet with the native credit inside it. So this wallet actually credit account will be used for different use cases like pure borrowing, leveraging use cases, etc. And one of the big differences with pool-based lendings, which utilized in Aave, Morpho, and most of other lending markets, that will be able to give to use as collateral actually any smart contract kind of thing, not only ERC20 tokens or NFTs, but actually any smart contracts that tracks some positions will be used as collateral inside Gearbox credit account. So it's some very, very generalized primitives that allows credit to anything that could be built on chain. Already like almost 4.5 years in Gearbox, long journey, approximately 400, maybe even a bit more after Ethereum pump, 400 million TVL. That's, I guess, short story about myself and Gearbox.
I'm curious, there are a lot of lending, borrowing, and all kinds of apps out there. What is the, so for your users, what is the moment, but the Eureka moment? Why Gearbox?
Good question. Actually, like I can say that, Gearbox live already 4 years, and there are not so many lending protocols that can say that there is no bad debt or some security incidents. So it's building lending markets. It's very, very difficult job, and Mark Zeller already reminds everyone about it. So we are live for a long time, Very secure. I'd say that our team is security paranoid, so we try to do a lot of our efforts and work to be fully secure. So one of our achievements, as I said, is zero bad debt and zero security incidents. I guess that creates some trust for users who will be in Gearbox. We're trying to be very secure. From technical side, we are a bit different. As I said before, we utilize a bit different approach. So all other lending markets actually working as pool-based lending. So they are like two sides, and each side is has some pooling mechanism for money. At one side, you provide LP side. At another side, you provide collateral. Everything is pooled. So all of this money are deposited like to two smart contracts. So there are a lot of like very big honeypot actually. Yeah. So if some logic wrong, some Oracle gives some wrong price, etc., it creates very big security risk for the system, like in a whole. In Gearbox, positions distributed between different credit accounts. So each user's position inside its own credit account. So for example, you on Ethereum and you want to borrow 1K USDT, you actually get from Gearbox one credit account, which is like something similar to smart wallet. Put there your Ethereum and borrow 1K USDC to this smart wallet if you want to leverage use cases, for example. Or you can withdraw it to your pocket and use, I don't know, to fight or frap or something like that. But at the end, your Ethereum lays inside your credit account. It's separate wallet. It's not in like mixed with thousands of other Ethereums from other users. Yeah, so it's kind of very clear model, for example, from regulator perspective. So imagine there's some like I don't know, DRPK money that deposited to some pool, yeah, and you also deposit to that pool. And from compliance perspective, like you're participating in all of these AML and etc. violations. Maybe it's a bit stupid approach, but actually how it works now, yeah. In Gearbox, there is no such kind of mixing. So your credit account is your credit account, money in it is your money. So it's kind of a bit different approach. And this approach actually very, very good for different use cases. So one of the use cases most successful in Gearbox is leveraging. And for leveraging positions is kind of create insane capabilities to multiply your yield and farming opportunities. And one of the also like good things here is that you can, for example, multiply your positions even in some sophisticated protocols like Convex. Convex don't give you back ERC20 representation of your position. So you can't leverage Convex on Aave, Morpho, Euler. It's kind of impossible in that design. Of course, like you can build some wrappers or something like that. Technically, I guess it's possible, but it's creates a lot of other potential vulnerability places. So it's kind of very difficult stuff. In Gearbox, it works natively. So you can check your credit account. You can see, like, for example, in the bank, if you put credit account address instead of your wallet address on the bank, you will show how big your position is. You'll see all of this convex position, etc. So it's very, very clear approach. Yeah.
One thing that is going to be a question that I'm kind of repeating to every protocol that we talk to, but it's something that I'm usually really interested in is how does the business side on the protocol work? How do you earn and make money on Gearbox, like the protocol? And also just wanted to remind that everyone who's watching can ask questions by commenting under the stream. The stream is now live on several accounts on X, but also on Ambire Wallet's YouTube. Just comment under the stream, and if there are any interesting questions, we'll be happy to relay them to Yogis. But yeah, back to my questions. How do you make money on Gearbox?
Okay, yeah. Everyone are interested in revenue now. Yeah, it's 2025, not last cycle.
Absolutely.
So Gearbox is still like learning. Yeah. So there is few sources of revenue. First one, I guess, largest is interest rate spread between borrowing and supplying capital. Second source is liquidation side. When some position has been liquidated, there is liquidation premium that goes to liquidator, and liquidation fee that goes to protocol. Gearbox now. Third thing, we also have some collateral specific rates. So each collateral has its own rate. So for example, you have credit account, you want to use their Ethereum as collateral. You pay one rate. If you want to use something more risky, for example, I don't know, Gear token, wallet token, yeah, it's kind of more risky than Ethereum, I guess. Rate will be higher than for Ethereum token. We call these rates quarter rates. So each collateral inside the market has its own rate, and part of this rates also goes to Gearbox DAO. So it's split between passive LPing side and Gearbox DAO itself. From revenue perspective, we are fully transparent. So we have dashboard built by Token Logic. Token Logic is, if somebody doesn't know, is contributor lab that helping different DAOs. As I know, they're working with Aave, some other project, and also helping to Gearbox. So they build this revenue and revenue dashboard for Gearbox. So you can go to Token Logic website and check each number there. So yeah, we're trying to be transparent. So no any kind of shady things for each revenue source or spending on downside. Also has some dashboard, so everything very transparent.
That's amazing. You mentioned the Gear token, and I wanted to ask you, what is the role of the Gear token in the Gearbox ecosystem? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's different roles. First one, of course, like governance roles. So as I said, like all the spendings that we have, we also have like proposals and getting approval from community, from Gear token holders. Second thing is to define risk parameters. I guess it will be like a bit. I guess it will change in coming future because Gearbox moving to permissionless as a bit later. But for now, we have our own pools and we have different risk parameters there. So token holders also vote for different changes there. For example, onboarding new assets, defining LTVs for different assets, some interest rate models, etc. Another thing is, as I mentioned before, we have this collateral-specific rates called quotas. And for these quotas, there is liquid market when Gear stakers have option to vote to increase or decrease this rate. So like token holders actually could define how big these quota rates will be for different collaterals. and it could create some game theory kind of thing between different participants. Because, for example, if I'm on leverage side, my goal actually to decrease quota rate. Because in that case, paying for leveraging will be numbers will be lower, and my revenue, my earnings will be higher. If I'm on OP side, I have opposite goal. Yeah, I'm trying to increase it, and second thing, if I increase it to very big numbers, actually, I'll it creates negative thing, because a lot of leverage users actually will close position, and they stop paying borrow fees at all. So there's also some different strategies for different user groups actually. But right now, I wouldn't say that this model works very well, to be honest. One of the problems actually is that it's, I guess voting apathy is killing a bit this model, because there is not so many people who are ready to spend a lot of time to define what is fair rates this week. Yeah, so it's a bit difficult. In overall, in theory, I guess it's very cool model, but at the end, with voting apathy and taking into account that actually, I guess a lot of people disappointed a bit in voting, in DAOs, etc. At least in compare with 2020, 2021. Yeah. So it's a bit difficult to have some interest in this activity. So I guess that's a problem. So I think we'll remove this logic in coming months. And one of the reasons that we are moving to permissionless model. So a permissionless model means that any curator or any other party actually will be able to create own Gearbox market and define own risk parameters. So it's a bit similar move with Morpho and Euler. And in that case, these curators will define water rates themselves. So it's not Gear token holders will define it.
Talking about the strategies and circling just a little bit back to the user groups, I'm very curious, how do you describe not the perfect, but the most frequent user that uses Gearbox at the moment? Because I know Gearbox offers a lot. There are a bit more complex DeFi strategies, and in this space, we kind of like to joke that there are 10,000 people on chain who like to do more complex stuff. And I think I was looking at some thread, or it was an X article the other day, saying that there is one borrower on 10 lenders, I think, on Aave, but it might be a bit outdated data. So I'm curious, how do you describe a perfect user for Gearbox? Is this somebody like you, or?
So Gearbox by design, it's marketplace. Yeah. So at one side there is people who have some capital but don't wanna actively manage it. So they wanna put it to some pool and get some passive yield. This is one user segment. They deploy to Gearbox pools. Another side is leverage users. So I guess there are two segments on passive side. Which one is big whales, who actually want to be very conservative and, for example, they hold a lot of Ethereum, but want to rate a bit higher than pure staking rate. But still, they are very conservative, so they don't want to play different risky stuff where their position could be liquidated or something like that. Yeah. So they're trying to keep their money, but they want to get yield a bit higher than staking yield. And that's one user segment. Another user segment is retail, who still like not sophisticated enough to build something difficult. They wanna they have some crypto assets and wanna get some yield on it. This is second segment. These both segments on passive side. On active sides, there I'd say most also I'd split it to two segments. First one is Legends, who are still live, like from early DeFi summer days. This is like some pro players who in crypto for a long time. They understand all the mechanics, how it works. They have some capital, and managing capital is a day-by-day job. So they are ready to spend some time and understand what happens, what kind of risks they have, etc. So it's Legends, and initially, I guess we are mostly focused on this side, on these users, on leverage side. But now also, I guess they are big segment. I'd call it institutional or liquid funds. So like RE7, Dialectic, etc. So MEV Capital, a lot of liquid funds actually. They attracted big sizes of capital, and they're trying to get very high yields actually. So on Ethereum, it's kind of 15%, for example. And of course, doing it without leverage is almost impossible. So as soon as they see some leverage kind of stuff, it's one of their biggest interests. And it's big teams, and they have their own infrastructure, like, I don't know, they checking different smart contract hacks, etc. So most of them have like a lot of infra on their own internal stuff, not only to track, for example, Gearbox position, but in market in overall. So depending on it, they will be able to react very, very in a quick time. Yeah. So for example, they see something malicious, they'll be able to close leverage position and escape position before something bad happens. That's, I guess, their focus. So it's professional players, professional teams who managing capital in a very active manner. I guess these four groups are largest in Gearbox right now.
Okay, thank you. I think this is a great intro point for trying out Gearbox. What do you think, Ivan? You are muted.
Said yes, I will be super happy to. I'm gonna share my screen now. Just seconds. Yep, this one. Just tell me. Yeah, I'm gonna open Gearbox app. However, just tell me if you see the Ambire wallet pop-up.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go and look for Gearbox within our app catalog. Okay, that should be it. Leverage, farm, and stake on Curve, Lido, Balancer, and more, or simply earn passive APY. All right, let's do it. Connect wallet. Okay, that should be injected wallet. Yep. Checks passed. We are safe to proceed. Okay. Perhaps I'm gonna start by the dashboard. Of course,
Dashboard showing positions that you have. So as you are new in Gearbox, you still don't have any positions yet.
That's fine. That's fine. I see here in cases like mine that I have a few options given here to explore Gearbox. Shall we start here or just go on the sections in the menu? What would you advise me?
As usual, I think it's easier to go to top menu and start from earn.
Let's go to earn. All right. Let's see. Here I can filter by stables or by ETH. I'm not sure if I have, like Alash asked me before. Okay. I see balance and underneath deposit 1.34K. Does this mean that this is something that I have on my account that I can deposit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this, I see funds that I can deposit. All right, I can go for ETH or I can go for a stable coin. What are we gonna test? Or shall we pick depending on the APY? Because, okay, I see those two pools. I see USDC on Chaos Labs, 8 million supply for 4.65 APY, right? I can see a breakdown of the APY. Okay, there's gear incentive until 22nd of August 25. All right, I have 9 days to get some gear incentive. And I can see the overall, what is the Omni points incentive and the kernel points incentive?
It's from Omni and kernel protocols. Omni is kind of bridging solution. So if you deploy capital, for example, if you have something on L2 and deploy using Omni, you'll get extra Omni points.
Okay. That's nice that I can see how I can maximize this. Okay, sorry, but I clicked on another one. Okay, so I will pick between this one and this one. I see that on invariant group on this pool, I have a very good APY, especially for stables. The organic one at 7.55 gear incentive, and there's some USDF incentive. What about this one? What is the USDF?
It's Falcon.
Okay, cool. Shall we try this pool?
The section is
absolutely
the nice pop-up.
Yeah, the breakdown is very nice. Shall we try this pool?
Yes.
Why not? All right, let's try. I have 1,000 USDC. I'll go for 500, let's say. Okay. USD per DUSD. Is this the pool token?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The APY, sign agreements. There's some description. Curator. What does curator mean in the context of?
Curator in Gearbox permissions means that this is party who manage risks for this pool.
All right. So, for example, when I'm picking pools, a good idea would be probably, besides looking at the API, doing, of course, also risk assessments based on who is curating the pool. probably,
Yeah,
because
sure.
there's some risk, of course. Yeah, cool. All right. By accessing or using Gearbox app, I agreed on the terms of service. I'm not a resident of the US. I'm not a prohibited person. I understand. Okay. All right. And I acknowledge that Gearbox and the related software are experimental. Yeah, I like experimental software. All right. Who signed the message?
Ivan, I think that the sign message was not visible on the screen. I think it was
Really?
inside the window. Yeah.
Okay. Let me do another thing. I'll stop sharing and I'll share my whole screen so that we don't leave anything out. Okay. This was signing the user agreement on the website, so we're yet to approve the spend. We'll see. This is on mainnet, and the Ethereum is flying today, but thanks to latest Ethereum upgrades in the last 3 years, we have only two USDC at $2 gas fee. Yeah, because we're using Ambire, I can pick from any of my tokens that I can pay the gas with. Yeah, I'll stick to the USDC. And shut up, well, the gas is still $2. All right. Let's see. Hope we don't see network congestions anytime soon, like in the past.
Please no.
Yeah. All right. This one is confirmed. And now I'm gonna go for the supply. All right. In my transaction signing screen, I see that we're interacting with the USDC contract, and what this gonna do is send 500 USDC to the protocol, and perhaps this is the token that we're gonna get, the pool token. All right. Didn't see how much I paid for this one. Anyway, we'll see in the transaction history as soon as it gets mined. All right. Okay, cool. Wow. Actually, the approval was more expensive than the supply itself. Cool. All right. So I think now we should see. Okay. Oh, cool. We should see perhaps Gearbox. DeFi, or it may not be Gearbox as a DeFi position. Not sure about this one. Okay, I don't see it yet. But
sometimes it takes a minute for the.
Yeah, it will probably take some time. I'm trying to see the token as well, but yeah, we'll give it some time to update. I think that this, by the way, is the token, but that's fine. This one is a bit exotic pool token, but we'll see if the pool will show up at some point. Okay, we have some 500 USDC supplied on this pool. Let's see if I'm gonna see it on the dashboard. All right, in pools I see $500. I see supply, APY. Cool, and my balance. So far, so good. This is more or less how the earn section works. Okay, can I somehow use this USDC that I supplied for something else?
No, in Gearbox, when you supply capital, you just supply capital. And
okay.
So it's passive liquidity providing. So
that's
if
fine.
if you wanna do some active position, you should go to farm page or borrow. I think farm is better if you wanna do any kind of leverage position stuff. Yeah.
Wow. you can do like 40x leverage on Lido.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. Let's try some active position. Can you, English? Can you think of a scenario here that will be interesting for our viewers? Like do something that's will require 2 or 3 steps. Let's do it.
Let maybe try convex RLUSD.
This one?
No, Ripple USD. This is also fine. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah.
RLUSD.
Yeah.
You say which one of them? This one. Okay, I'll pick this one.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here again, we can. What are we gonna do here?
Yeah. So in this case, you open leverage position. So you provide some capital as initial collateral, and then you have options to keep this collateral and borrow funds that will go to farming position, or like you can swap both your initial capital and borrowed funds to RLUSD USDC convex position. So and at the end you'll get like X5, X10 leverage in comparison with if you farm with only your own money.
Sounds
cool. Only
issue
here could be I don't remember what limits are. In mainnet we have like limits, I guess, which could be quite high. So I'm not sure that you'll be able to open this position with 800. Maybe we can, yeah. I guess position size is starting from 10 or 20K. So it's kind of
10 or 20K. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I try on any protocol on the listed ones? Try and do leverage position and do something of the ETH run today. Let's say I'm super bullish. It's breaking 4.7K, and I think it's gonna go higher. This is not a financial advice, especially taken from me. But yeah, how can I try and do something about that? Say I want to long ETH. How do I do it on the protocol?
Okay. In that case, you can go to trading tab. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to long with, you can check first option.
Okay. Yeah, these are the okay. I can filter them by shorting and longing, and I can.
But still, it's still mainnet. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind it being mainnet. As I said, mainnet is fine. The fees are not that. Let's try and long.
Yeah, I just think that you should have bigger position that you have on your wallet to be able to leverage it here. Yeah, that's the problem. So maybe it's possible to do.
Okay. The minimum is 20K.
Maybe we can try with some view only account with.
That's a good idea. We can do with a view only account. Okay, gonna add an account. Oops. Yep. Let's try with this one. Okay. Okay. Now we are okay. We are LARPing Vitalik.
He might have some juice for that.
But okay.
Yeah.
Not okay. He has just enough. Vitalik has just enough USDC to open a long position here. You see? All right.
Yeah.
I can along ETH. I can adjust the leverage. Let's say.
Okay. Maybe it's better to have a bit lower number because
yeah, the health rate
will kill your position. Yeah. So X3 maybe is fine. Yeah.
3. Yeah. Don't worry, Vitalik. We won't do anything to your funds.
Yeah, if Ethereum will be higher than 470, your position is fine. Time to liquidation shows if Ethereum price doesn't change for 70 months, but you still pay interest rate for your borrowing position. So in that case, your position will be liquidated in 70 months.
Yeah,
but I think chances that Ethereum price doesn't change 70 months, it's quite low. But this is actually pretty valuable for leverage farmers who farm with correlated assets. For volatile assets, it's less valuable, but still shows some numbers, especially when you leveraging with big numbers leverage to track liquidation because of interest rates.
What does oracles and LTs mean?
Yeah, oracle and LTs is kind of technical information that shows what kind of oracles we utilize to track position sizes. So there are like in Gearbox a lot of different assets that will be considered as collateral, and different ways to price them. Yeah, for example, different oracle providers. If it's some, for example, less commonly used stable coins, we have some bonds for them. Because, for example, if you borrow some small cap stable coin, and it's very easy to change their price to 1.05, for example. And in that case, your health factor will drop significantly, because your borrowed amount now priced as, instead of 1, as 1.5. Yeah, so it's and you will be able, like, you can be liquidated because of that. And for lending markets, it creates some risks that some malicious actors will be able to manipulate with the price of stablecoin and liquidate some positions. And to mitigate such cases, with USDT, it's quite difficult to do because there is enough market liquidity to arbitrage any fluctuations. But for lower caps, it's easy to do. Yeah. So to mitigate this risk, we have these bonds for small cap stable coins that allows to price it not more than 1.01, for example, and it saves a lot of positions in case of such kind of manipulations.
Cool. I like, once again, I want to say that I really love the transparency. You can see, as you just described, the oracles, but borrow rates again. And when you click on more details, you can see all the premium fees, limits, and everything. This is practically all the possible information regarding this thing that you're gonna do. Okay, cool.
Question. Somewhere in the beginning, Ilgis, you mentioned that you can borrow and provide multiple tokens as collateral. How does that work?
You can deposit different collaterals inside your credit account, so all of them will be considered as collateral. So right now we support, technically speaking, there is no limitations, but from managing risk side, it's a bit difficult if there are tons of different tokens. So we limit it by 4. So you can put different 4 tokens as collaterals. For example, Ethereum, BTC, I don't know, wallet, LIDA, and all of them will be considered as collateral. And you can borrow against this portfolio. Yeah.
Can we try it out? On which tab can we do that?
Yeah, in that case, you should go to Borrow tab.
This might be an issue with my internet. Let's try. Okay, cool. Yep.
Okay, yeah, you can select different collaterals. So in that case, you want to borrow USDC. You can select collaterals you want to have in the second window.
I will again try with my. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna borrow.
So you can check what you have on your wallet balance. So you can use USDC, DAI, USDT, ST. Okay, STS at 0.
I'm gonna more or less long it.
Yeah, but still, I guess there will be still problem with debt limit, because still we need 20K, I guess. But overall, we can go through the flow, I guess.
Yeah. Minimum borrow amount is 10 ETH. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. For let's try with Vitalik. Okay. Okay. Borrow quota deposit. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to sign this though. Yeah, I don't have the keys.
No keys.
Yeah, no keys, no signing. Okay, but more or less that should be it. Sorry for clicking that fast, but yeah, again, let's say I wanna borrow it.
If you have something on L2s, on Arbiter, for example, maybe we can try there. Cost limits on L2s is lower, like 100 times, I guess, or something like that. So it will be quite easy.
By the way, there might be, for some reason, with the view-only account of Vitalik, I only see 4.78 ETH, which can't be it. Because that's on base. Okay. Vitalik, why don't you have?
Okay, we don't
ETH on mainnet. That's impossible. That's fine. We'll just skip this one. Okay, cool. I don't see any questions from the audience. Anything interesting or super cool about the platform that we didn't show or we missed or you want to show us? Is there? Now's the time.
No, I guess we go through main use cases actually. So yeah.
Okay. Then it was a nice run through to the platform. Okay, perhaps we should go for some closing words. Is there something super interesting that you're working on right now on Gearbox that is coming in the next 6 months? Something we should be all anticipating?
Yeah, so one of the bottlenecks actually that we faced last year and this year, that with maturing in the market, there are like tons of activities happening, like new stablecoins launching, new protocols launching, etc. And it's a bit difficult for a small team to track everything that happens and to understand risks, etc., and on board in a good time all of these aspects. And that's one of the problems that vertically integrated lending markets has. So like in Gearbox, we do everything like ourselves, and this is creates some like low speed kind of things, yeah. And now we already launched some permissionless pools, which is governed by external curators. And in coming months, our focus to fully migrate to external curation. And external curations kind of act as external BD teams who will be able to do all of this job like that you can do with a small team. So that's, I guess, one of the like biggest activities that's happening inside Gearbox. We do new integrations for example, Upshift launched a few weeks ago. We are going to more tools. So actually, we are fully support Vitalik's vision on rollup-centric Ethereum model. And our idea, like that Gearbox will be able to launch on a very, very broad number of tools in parallel, and acting as liquidity hub to distribute liquidity between different rollups and helping to bootstrap all of these activities. Because Gearbox itself is kind of bootstrapping leverage solution actually at the end. Yeah, so from initial days through Gearbox, like transaction volume was more than 10 billions, and all of this 10 billions goes not through some inside Gearbox kind of stuff, but we route all of this liquidity through Uniswap, Curve, or other market participants actually. So Gearbox is very cool stuff to bootstrap ecosystem for different rollups, etc. So that's moving to permissions and migrating to it, one of our most focus for coming months.
Amazing.
As an end goal, do you see Gearbox infra where others can build on, or more as let's say end user product? What do you aim for?
Good take. I think it's something that other teams will be able to use to build their own lending verticals. That's, I'd say, our vision. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to ask you: have you played with Ambire Wallet? You personally? It's fine if you say no.
I didn't test Gearbox with Ambire Wallet, but I tested Ambire Wallet like as a wallet, yeah, not for interacting with Gearbox, but as a wallet.
Okay, one friendly advice that comes on top of your head for us. Could be anything.
I'm not sure that I can say anything right now, because it was like it wasn't like your last deployment, yeah. So it's kind of was I don't know, a year ago maybe. So I think a lot of things changed during that time. So maybe it's
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Closing words. Do we have any? How do you feel about No, sorry. I was going to ask you because, yeah, obviously I already mentioned it. It is performing very well today. Of course, if you don't feel comfortable commenting price and markets, that's fine. But do you think we are entering a good, nice bull market for it? What are your personal expectations?
I hope so. I'm a Ethereum maxi, so yeah.
All right.
So during all of this, like last year, things that happening around Ethereum, when everyone trying to say, okay, Ethereum is dead, etc., is a bit disappointing for me personally and for my bike. But overall, I think ecosystem is evolving. A lot of good things happening. Protocols, DeFi, becoming more mature. Yeah, from product perspective, from security perspective. So in long term, I'm bullish for Ethereum. I'm not sure what happens in the short term. Yeah, as you can see, all of this DET stuff that's happening. I guess it will continue in coming few months. So I hope we'll see all-time high because of that. Of course, it's I think will be speculator things around it, and maybe it will be short term, but on longer term, I guess blockchain itself and Ethereum vision proved that it's a right direction for world to moving in that. So as you can see, institutionals, big players coming to Ethereum, start building on top of it. So I think everything will be very, very good. But in short term, I think we are in bull market, and I think it's only the beginning. So next year will be very fun, I think.
All right. Okay. I think this is the perfect way to end today's stream on a high note. Alash, if you have anything to add.
I'm totally on the team Ilgis with this one and nothing really to add.
All right.
Let's go, Ethereum.
Thanks to everyone who watched today's live stream. Try Gearbox, use Ambire. Reach out to us if you have any suggestions for the next protocol or even a whole ecosystem that we should try with Ambire. We will be super happy to feature other builders as cool as Ilgis. And thank you for today. Have a good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.